Okay, so for story time today, I have put Paulina in a laundry basket because she was all crazy yesterday and she kept escaping, and my kids are outside playing, so I don't have anybody to contain her. So we're gonna try this today. She's in a laundry basket with her Avengers towel, and we are going to read a story. I'll try to keep her in frame, but it's kind of hard because I'm reading too. We're going to read the story of the pacing white Mustang, the fastest horse in the West. In the days when herds of buffalo still roamed the Great Plains, the pacing white Mustang lived in wild splendor somewhere out west. As beautiful as fresh mountain snow, he sped like a tornado across the prairie and commanded his herd like a general. The Osage Indians said he was like a ghost. Cowboys said he was a mirage. Stories were written about his strength and beauty, and prizes were offered for his capture, but no one could rope him. The white Mustang's speed was legendary. According to the few who had glimpsed him, he moved his front and back legs simultaneously. That means at the same time. First on one side and then on the other. This dynamic gait is called pacing because most horses put forward the front leg with back legs left and then the front leg with the back right. Running across the plains in his own unique way, the white pacer fairly flew. In 1832, famous author Washington Irving was lucky enough to see the magnificent white stallion while on a tour of the prairies with the Commissioner of Indian Affairs. And a few years later, an army general and one of his captains also encountered him. The men were awakened one night by the sounds of battle between wild horses and wolves. At daylight, they rode out to catch the horses for the army. About a mile downstream, they came upon the howling wolves and a herd of about 150 horses. Rising above them all, flailing his feet as he commanded, was the pacing white Mustang. He had formed the mares in a circle facing inward so they could kick the enemy with their hooves. Protected inside the circle were the colts and yearlings. What was most extraordinary was that the white Mustang ruled the other stallions. Stallions usually fight each other, but at the command of the white pacer, they charged the wolves who were attacking the herd. As soon as the wolves scented the men, they ran off, and the soldiers went after the horses. The pacing white Mustang instantly signaled his stallions. They turned, pawed the ground in front of the mares, and neighed. The mares opened their circle. The colts and yearlings ran out, and the stallions led them off. The mares followed the colts. The white stallion brought up the rear and took on the men alone. He would let a rider come to within 20 yards of him and then pull swiftly away, fall back, and let another horseman approach. In this manner, he held off the horse raiders until the herd was out of sight, and then he vanished. Even the disappointed general had to admit that he and all the others who had tried but failed to capture the white stallion had been outsmarted by a remarkable horse. That was an awesome story, especially since we had just read about wolves a couple weeks ago, and then the wolves and the stallions. Oh my gosh! You'll have to see if you can find out more information about this horse. That was amazing. All right, so tomorrow we are going to read about Smokey Bear. I bet you've heard of him before, but did you know there was a real Smokey Bear? All right, you'll have to tune in tomorrow to hear more. Hope you liked the story today. Miss you guys.